Welcome back to the channel. My name is Not Raisin, an unscheduled Christmas stream is what's happening right now. Hang on, something is off. I think oh yeah, my headphones are a little bit loud. Thought it was the music at first. So, welcome back! And Merry Christmas to all of you. To you and yours. Oh, I don't have the chat up yet. Hang on. Alright. Up here, letting it go. Up here. Splash punch, sure. Heads up, let's see a flop. And we flop a pair and little else. So yeah, apologies for not streaming yesterday, for didn't even canceling on Twitter or on the Discord. We ended up going to the Christmas market, the family, and like, of course, you know, we had some mulled wine and stuff like that. When I got home, I lay down on my bed to watch a short YouTube video to unwind before, or relax a little bit before I start the stream. Woke up, I don't know how many hours later, like 4 or 5 hours later. And that was all she wrote for last night, sadly. Going for the lead, because why not? So yes, I do have a little time until the Christmas craziness kicks off today. And I figured why not put in a short stream. Alright. Although, you know what, without a heart, I don't mind betting. Here, certainly don't mind betting, having flopped the nuts against having a crazy dude involved here. The 10 on the river, not all that awesome. Get a call from Now You See Me over there. Quite nice. Comes in, so he comes in for the race, or so what's that then? Ooh, he's drawing thin. And that's good for us, taking down a buy and shazamming it up in the beginning of the stream. Very nice. And stuff is happening in the chat. People are here on Christmas. Well, that's awesome. Nice to see you too. Wave, Triple T, and Chase the Ace. Nice to see you, gentlemen. Cheers. Chase the Ace, thank you very much for the Merry Christmas wishes. And a great New Year in case I don't see you again beforehand. Same to you, man. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Of course, that also goes for you, Aim Triple T, and for anyone else that is watching right now. Cheers, thank you very much for saying that. Have a good doggy walk. And I think, well, it's certainly going to be the last stream for today, and I would assume tomorrow. There might be one, I can't really plan right now. There might be one in 2 days, which would be, what, the 26th? And that's all I know right now. Even that is a little bit shaky. For the raise. Oh, sorry, here. Raising it up for now as well. Down there then. So thank you very much again, Chase the Ace. And Aim Triple T with the Christmas emote. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright. Check it for now. So, first things first, here, easy let go. Well, easy-ish against that guy, actually. Yeah. Kinda torn there. On the other hand, we were drawn to the 9 high flush and, you know, four outs for full house. Meh. Yeah, this dude is rather nutty. He's been good for a bunch of binds in the past. Although EV-wise, we're actually behind against him. Strange. Oh, it's a small splash. Didn't quite see that. Oh, wait, too late. If we get raised, that's not a big deal. Thank you very much. It's just also why I'm not. I hope people would notice, which is why I wasn't wearing the hat today. I finally made it to the barbers. Thank you. All right, let this go as well. Get aces on that table where Badalin is sitting out, unfortunately. The whole table kind of broke, but there's another one. Three-handed. Well, now with me four-handed. Fair enough. And that's a decent board. I say that qualifies. Wait, I think I need a new mouse. Get snapped here. Interesting. Go for this sizing, 10, 14. We can still... Nah, I do want to go for this one so we can put them all in on the river. I suspect this is fine as a re-raise. Holding all the tens is what we're holding. Yeah. Was tempted to just check it as well, but I figured let's try to start telling a story. The story here is that this table broke, and the story here is that we have a set. What was the action? Okay, we called closing the action. So let's check to the initial raiser. Yeah, that's the word, initial raiser. Heart rolls off. I think I'll call down here. Goes for the pot, huh? All right. You convinced me, sir. I was seeing the emote there. That's the plan. That's on the agenda for beginning of next year to revamp the emotes. Have them all redone. I'm not totally happy with how they came out. They did fine until now, but I think they need to be hipshed up a little bit. Made to look a little bit nicer. The 29 or the 26th? you turn 29 and have to drown your sorrows? What am I supposed to say then, mate? But I'll be happy to provide if at all possible. Sounds good. I'll be around for roughly 2 hours, so feel free to walk the dogs. What's the deal here? Umberto coming in for the min raise. Just curious. Wish I could tap like a normal person. That's fine. I wish I could talk like a normal person, so makes two of us. Instead of being weird every once in a while. Nice board, by the way. Nothing weird about that. Get snapped. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. Shazamming it up, left and right. Well, flopping well, getting lucky. Killing tables, too. Okay. Here, also, pretty cool board, I'd say. Open-ender, lush draw, sure. Took it down table 4. Raises it up, huh? All right. Might be in a bit of trouble. No, we're doing all right. Come on, some help. Ah, how could you win that one? How was he able to win that one? Jesus. Marcitko, thank you very much for welcome back. I think it's the first stream where well, I still have a little bit, of a stuffy nose, but I believe I'm back to almost fully healthy again. So cheers. Nice to be back. So Shazammed it up and then unshazammed ourselves right away. In that hand was a little bit sad of a run out. Over here, pair flush draw, backdoor flush draw. Decent question. Take it down. What a relief. Eight big blinds in the middle. Wow. Okay. Let's do this then. Flop the gutter. Always at doubt we'll be able to see a turn. Up here we flop. Alright. 6-high flush. You got good emote game aim, Triple T, I have to admit. Did I ask Santa for some run good this year? Not yet, you know what? I completely forgot about it. I think I shall. I mean, he hasn't visited yet, so there should be some time to get some last minute wishes in, right? Yeah, I think it's in order for me to wish exactly for that. For some run good for next year. Suffered through some hard times in that regard. I wouldn't mind seeing that switched up. Hmm. Over here, no. Well, we have a pair. We have the gutter. Nah. All right, that's one spade I don't mind seeing. Gentleman is pretty short. Let's actually mark out the short stackers. Suspect if he bets again, he probably won't remain short stacked one way or another. Flapping pretty alright down here. Wait, what's the other button I'm looking for? That one. Right, there you go. Jeez. Really out of practice. Are you saying you could fold? Okay. Good. And down there we fill up. Oh, okay. Kibbles! Hang on. Well, welcome back to the channel, Kibble. It's nice to see you again. And you have a good one too. Thank you for saying that. Any suggestions for a good notebook for poker? Personally, I would go with, like, hardware-wise, it really doesn't matter these days. For poker, any notebook you buy is gonna do fine. So that, yeah, hardware-wise, there's nothing really to consider. Except I would probably go for the one with the personally for the one with the larger screen. I feel that might, yeah. Personally, I would like that. Have a large screen. Wait, over here. That kind of devaluates my blocker. Does give us a set. Yeah, laptop. For a moment, I was wondering what you were talking about. Then I figured, yeah, laptop. All right. No joy, huh? Yeah, let me think about it. I can probably put some info into Discord, but yeah, nothing really comes to mind. I mean, you these days in any computer you buy, you want to have an SSD in there. I think that goes without saying in 2020 now. I'd go for a large screen, depending on how many tables you want to play, but otherwise, probably go for 8 gigabytes of RAM. See, for dedicated gaming machine, as in computer gaming, 16 gigabytes you probably don't need. Hey, that's nice. Yeah, that's all I can think of, really. Between AMD and Intel processors for a laptop, if you actually plan on using it without it being hooked up to a power supply, off the top of my head, I can't tell you which processors are more energy efficient, so that might be something to look for. Yeah. Hey, ho. I like where this is going. But if you want to, let me know in the Discord what other things you want to use the notebook for, and maybe I can give you some better advice, or put it in the chat. That's fine too. Oh, okay, board, I'd say. Sadly, he gets the better of us. All right. Such is life. Make that straight. Might be good. Good it is. Up here in a splash pod, probably gonna be a check raise. That's a decent splash, so I don't want to lead. So we can't bet significantly enough to get people out of it, I'd say. Down here, flopping the set. Okay. Alright, leading it now. More aces coming our way on our table as well. Fill up right away. Certainly don't want to get raised. Flush rolling off. Take it down up here. The 8BB splash going our way. And the aces flop me. Actually, well, we do have the top pair. He had the better full house. Ace Jack 5-3. Wow. Pretty sad. The short stack to short? No. No. 32 is way too much. Well, you certainly can't go wrong with 16. I'm just saying if it's pretty much a dedicated like browsing and poker device, you don't need to. On the other hand, when it comes to the price, probably doesn't make a big difference these days, right? Does it? I don't think it does. So 32 is certainly overkill. But you can't go wrong with 16. Don't. That's certainly that's true. Got a flush draw. Kind of torn between just letting it go right away. Before the year's out, by the way, they're probably on the 29th. I'll be able to finalize it in the next 2 days, and I'll put out a tweet to the effect, put it in Discord as well. I'll be giving away a month of the PLO Mastermind, the Jane Anders Mastermind. I strongly, I'm fairly certain it's still going to happen this year. I'm definitely giving it away, and I think it's going to happen this year too. Don't hold me to that last part yet, though. To get a monitor, also need to go with 4K functional laptop. Well, there's actually no such thing. All the graphic cards, even the internal ones, I believe, can do 4K. It needs. Okay, there is this thing. It is this thing in a certain sense that you needed to support DisplayPort 1.4 or something. You definitely want to Google that and not rely on me saying that. But that's pretty much the only limitation, I believe. Again, if you don't want a 3D game or anything on the thing, especially in 4K, in which case you need a beefy gaming laptop, which is a completely different beast. But for just normal desktop resolution, playing poker, browsing, whatever, I believe all the internal, even the like Intel and that internal graphics card integrated in the CPU is gonna do it for you. All you need to watch out for is that you have the proper HDMI port standard supported. Matter of fact, I upgraded to a 4K screen, and I still have a like way old GeForce 660 that came out way before 4K was in the books. And of course, I can pretty much forget about gaming, at least in 4K. But for everything else, no complaints. Everything's peachy. We bet in the King 10-9. Well, squeezing actually. That's fine. Yeah, he did squeeze. That's cool. I have a nice hand on the RIO PLO 10. There's no PLO 20 on RIO right now. Actually, there's one guy waiting. I'll join the pool then. And the open-ender backdoor flush. Check it, not folding the flop. Still with the backdoor flush. Not falling on the flop. Now, I certainly hope he doesn't pot it again. If he does, we're not getting away here. Could have gotten away on a bunch of turns, not this one. Oh yeah, leave some 49 cents. Might as well put those in. Fair enough. Leandro has been acting pretty aggressively. Hmm. I really wish that 7 was an 8 or a 9. Ideally a 9. More seat goes on our tables. Okay, so I'm watching out for the highs. That is quite nice as far as flops are concerned. Take that one down. Alright, got you on 2 tables, and there you are on the 3rd. I'll send the highs back. What promotion is running currently? I believe it's 50% more Legends rewards this week. Alright, so we get involved with Morcitco here. We have position on, but you have position on us on another table. And the 3rd one we neutral. So it's actually perfectly mirrored. Like here you're 2 to our right, here you're 2 to our left, and here we're just across from each other. Perfect, that seems fair. Also pretty fair down here. Alright. Turn the wrap. Here. We're certainly under-wrapped our hand, not folding the sport just yet. I'm show on the right table. No, this is the one I'm talking about, of course, with the aces. With the 10 making straight draws a little bit unlikely, I think we need to see a river. The jack, ugh. Don't mind the board pairing, didn't need to be the top card. Ended up calling down, which was probably a pretty sizable mistake there. But he made it relatively cheap. Went for less than half pot. Still not too happy about me calling. Oh, sorry. Where did the hand go? I think we got a fold. Yeah, there it went. We got a fold and took it down. Give me a moment, rearranging the tables a little bit since I opened up an additional one. Alright, over here we turn nicely. Just need to move the table up. There you go. Get a call and take it down. Sweet. I wish we were suited to the jack instead. But the connectivity is just a bit too good. and I do want to get involved with the crazy dude as much as I can. Or, well, not sure if he's crazy yet, but certainly very active. Pair king have flush, overpair king and flush on gutter, sure. Wow, talk about runouts. Briefly, a PLO 20 table opened, but it's down to heads up right away. Meanwhile, flopping fine here with the kings. Here, bet the ace because we had all the kings, so kind of unlikely. Goes up with the straight. Nice, get the call here. Looks like we got lucky in the end, huh? If he calls. Nines, wow, we got lucky. He flopped it. Flop nines full. Wow. Also got this one down here, where we flop the top pair. Took it down right away in table 4, where we get wonderful double suited aces. With a king and a 9 on the side coming up. Get raised, really? Alright. Really? Jesus Christ. Top 2. Alright. So we are sitting on 6 tables, 3 of them PLO 10 on RIO, and 3 PLO 20 on microgaming. In the meanwhile, down here, limp pot, wait, over here is what I mean. Up in the top pair. And then a 2BB splash, face a min open. I don't know what it is today, I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I'm really out of practice. Alright, we do have the open ender. Let's see a turn. With the king of spades, why not? Okay. Yeah, I need to let this go. suspect is kind of potted. Yep. Hmm. Probably alright to see bet. We do take it down. So it's not going to be the longest stream, of course. The Christmas proceedings will kick off. I'll be visiting my brother and nephews and nieces, his kids later on. We're there for the afternoon, for the early evening. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it. I mean, it's Christmas. What's not to like? They punished you all day yesterday. I can relate. That sucks to hear, man. Those 70-30 spots. Yeah, sometimes it's like a curse. There are just some days where it stands out and you feel like you're losing, or you're just straight up losing all of them. Over here, the overpair, gutter, and flush draw. Interesting. I think I finally clicked the right button too. What? What? Okay. Hang on, I'll show you in a moment. Nah, we're not blocking. I was thinking about maybe this is fine to raise. Probably not too wild, but not blocking a pair from the board. Meh. Yep, against aces. Fair enough. Chase the ace, thank you very much. And you go walk those dogs. Have a good time. I hope this it's nice weather where you're at. And Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Hmm. So didn't bet the turn. Bets the river for half pot. The 10-8 we block. That does have the 10-8. The queen, it's not the queen 10. Oh, it could, nah, actually I tell a lie. It could be the queen 10 too. That didn't have a diamond in there. So, not a great call. Duh. Didn't think this one through. Could have been the better straight. Not to mention, yeah, I mean, we did block the 10-8, but doesn't mean he couldn't have it. Oh, eh. The bet size was kind of value-y. turn to pair here after we call the min bet on the flop. Take it down. I think I'll just push. Gives us a lot of additional equity. Quite often we still have the best hand, I'd say. Looks like we do have the best hand right now. Nice. This guy lead habitually? Oh. I wouldn't have made a difference, I was just curious. Down here, the min betting, min opening is still a thing. Gonna read Chandler for Online Poker. That's a good call, yeah. It's a good book. The mental game of poker, right? Sorry, I was busy on other tables. Certainly could bet it. Down here, we're gonna come in for the cold 4-bet. This guy is a little bit too active. And it's a fine hand to do it with. There's some cold 4-betting that doesn't involve aces, and this is a decent enough candidate. Oh, wow. Losing against hands like these, huh? Not the greatest board. Probably gonna go with a check. Oh, wow. That's nice. Flop and check, check. 3-bet pre. Yeah, and you're right, in offline and live poker, you kind of, one gets used to it kind of, but online it's a bit different. It feels the same to me too. Even though my live poker experience is very, very limited. Get to 4-bet him again. On table 2, letting it go. The ace, 8, 7 deuce, I think. Yeah, a bit too disconnected to call a 3-bet. Shouldn't be that many 6s in his in a normal under the gun open range. Do take it down. Double paired 6s and deuces that was suited. Let's see a flop, ideally at least. Sounded like a helicopter going by, like a real helicopter. Just was curious if I could spot it. No joy. A 6-way hand, huh? Wow. And a proper open down here, not having it, not flopping well. Turn the open ender. Well, we pair up, I guess. And here's 6 base, easy let go. Well, heads up would be a fairly easy let go. Okay. One for the good guys. And over here. Strikes me as a decent turn. Alright, alright. Wow, just crap, huh? Arrives a fly. I have absolutely no follow-up comment to any of what's being said in this song. This is to be the only rapper who wishes other MCs well. This is certainly a fresh approach. The video is hilarious, by the way. These are like two 60-year-old peeps, like middle of the road kind of dudes. Well, or ladies in that case. Jesus. I'm kind of torn between hoping that this is a parody or hoping that this is for real. Not quite sure what I'm hoping for. Both possibilities have a lot of appeal. I am leaning towards they're being sincere. I don't know. All right, let us go. Well, that certainly was something else. Down to three-handed here. Wow. Okay. Hate being three-handed. Speaking of three-handed on the table, flop some stuff. Piano wrap. That would be the current nuts. Lots of ways to lose this one, yet I'm just gonna check call here. Or more importantly, lots of ways he can still call when I raise and still have has a bunch of equity on a bunch of runouts. This being one of the worst cards in the deck, but we're still good. But you know that way he has less incentive to bluff as well. Imagine us pumping up the turn, and then having to check the river, and then he can put a bluff in there more. There's more incentive to bluff once the pot is larger. This is possibly flawed thinking, but this is where I'm at. Alright, had to ditch a PLO 20 table. Replace it with a PLO 10 for now. It is a splash, but nah, I think it's the answer. Gonna stay at home at New Year. See, I was planning on staying at home, interestingly, but my brother is into like sky. He's a hobby pilot in skydiving. Long story short, he's gonna have a what's it called, New Year's party with his skydiving friends at the airport, at the small airport that they operate out of, and I have been invited, and I might be. The plan is that we're DJing there a little bit, even though it's not. There's not going to be any dancing, and the people are probably not going to be into the music. But screw all of them. They torture my brother usually with AC/DC and stuff like that. Well, when I say torture, it's just not his kind of music. Not first and foremost, at least. So we got to torture him a little bit back. And long story short, no, I'm not staying at home. Gonna be at the airport with skydiving folks, my brother's friends, and gonna be mixing, gonna be DJing a little bit. It'll be fun. Kind of unplanned. Been told that that's the plan 2 or 3 days ago. Until then, I was planning on staying at home. The aces, the 3-bet takes it down pre. In here, we have to let go if he bets again. No heart. Well, we do have a spade. He ends up checking. Appreciate that. Ian Leal, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Nice to see you back here. Merry Christmas to you and yours. I have to see if I have any Christmas emotes. It's bound to be a Twitch Christmas emote, right? There you go, the Holiday Santa. What did we flop? We flop more than alright, and with the backdoor flush draw as well. Certainly starting to bet here. So we block the draws, he could be calling with quite heavily. More likely than in other spots that we actually are up against a better hand, up against the king, I mean. So checking the turn sounds alright to me. So at least for the next 2 days, this will be the last stream. It'll go on for roughly another hour, I'd say. There you go. And no stream for the rest of the day, naturally. For tomorrow, Probably the day after tomorrow. So the 26th, I'll be able to stream. Might get interesting in itself, what with me probably not being entirely sober by that point. We'll see. It'll be one way or another, it'll be fun. Also fun is turning the nuts. Then here we get the 3-bet, which is fine. Take it down with the nuts on table 2. Flop. Well, we flop stuff. Let's check. Gonna fire a second barrel there. Works often enough. It does this time as well. We turn alright. Turn more than alright. Hello, nuts. Ooh, on that note. Come on, random call. Wonderful, wonderful. How well is this developing? At least I thought so. Oh, we make the uber nuts in the end. Your turn straight is no good, my friend. I have no clue what you were doing. Then again, I don't need to. Sometimes I don't have a clue what I'm doing, so, you know, not casting too many stones there. But that was a good hand. With that, we're somewhere in break-even territory now. Two pair. Okay. Better two pair now. Go to the mountains in the Ukraine, staying with friends in a house. That sounds a lot like a lot of fun too. But kind of want to stay at home. Yeah, that I can relate to. I am never opposed to a quiet evening at home. So we bet, we 3-bet here naturally and getting the money in here. If Lance wants to see a check, I like that. Alright, we got no clue what was going on. Take that one down. Sweet. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. In the mountains with friends on New Year's. That probably never boring. As you can see, I'm not completely over the hump. While my head is clear, my nose ain't yet. But oh well. Certainly feeling alright again. And it took me a while to get over that cold. It took me more than a week. I hadn't planned on not streaming at all that week, but what can you do? That was a double negative. What I meant to say was I had planned on streaming all this time, but hmm. Yes, please. And an additional flush draw, certainly betting again here. It's a pretty sweet board for our hand, all in all. Make that the second nuts then. Take it down. Down here, face the min open. And as soon as I clicked the 3-bet button, I kind of regretted it. We're not suited to the ace. That would certainly help 3-ways, because it's never, rarely we get it down to heads up here. Sometimes we do, but not often enough. So I wouldn't count on it. And in which case, a hand like this is fine to raise and 3-bet, but it does rely on some fold equity. At least I believe so. Oh, Marcito back on the table. Nice. We flop a top pair. Alright, see your turn then. Top pair and a double gut shot now. Thankfully, have it checked in front. That's nice. Another 7, no? So we have aces, a pair of aces with a 10 kicker. And that kicker treats as well. Down here, not quite an min open, was 250 cents. Have to let it go without a heart, now that it's 3-ways. Oh, hell no. Okay, Luigi at the table. I haven't marked him red. He is a maniac. Stats don't look entirely unreasonable, except for the low fold to 3-bet. 29% is a good deal too low. Speaking of folding to 3-bets, we're not folding here. But maybe we get to see the conclusion there. Would be sweet. No. Not a good board for our hand. And over here, the min raising. Still not having it, not flopping well. So how we doing? I know we caught some pretty sad runouts. EV-wise, we are fine on microgaming. We're down in actual terms like $5 there. And looks like we're breaking even, or a slight profit on run at one. So in total, we're breaking even right now. Fair enough. Oh, Alonica is sitting down. That's sweet. one maniac replaced by one which I do know of, that it's Elonica is on the aggressive, loose aggressive side, to put it mildly. And we're gonna have position there. Maybe see turn. Ooh, aha is always a good choice. I like it. I like it already. Ace is on another table. And the aces flop me. All things considered. Going for the check. And speaking of me. Half pot bet size here. Ended up calling once. And here we do turn. Bunch of potential. So got that going on for us. Alright. Two pair now. Take it down. More aces three-handed here. Decided to raise it right away. Probably a mistake, because if he bets 10 cents here, it's not like he even has a draw, I think. Oh, overpair is the most I'd give him. He probably doesn't show up with a wrap. So it would have been safe. Would have been potentially more profitable to just call. Ooh, that might be potentially rather profitable as well. And we might get another PLO 20 table on RIO going. Wait, not on microgaming. Yeah, potato, potato. Cold. Wow, Jesus. We are probably, equity-wise, we're in trouble. No, we're not. Well, now, of course, we're boned, but still. Rapid Kings. We took down something in the side pot, didn't we? Yeah, so we got 550 back. Something like it. Why doesn't my placement not work? On. The deuce? Okay, let's restart the software. There you go. The deuce? Why doesn't it work? Hang on, I need to investigate why my table placement software doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Ooh, more aces. Don't mind if you do. Why the deuce don't you work? I'll shift. Here we took it down with the 3-bet. Always a happy thing. Okay. Turns out things do work if you press the right buttons. That's reassuring. Also quite reassuring is this hand. It certainly looks nice. We got a bunch of spots here. We have a pair and an open-ender. Start off with checking. Here we get the 3-bet. 2-pair. And we get the 3-bet here as well. We're going to call the 4-bet as well. Here we are good against a random hand, basically. I guess a top pair. Here, all right. Hmm. Turn a flush. Check so far. What do we do here? King, queen, queen, 9. I don't know. This one I kind of need and kind of want to look up in the matrix. Let's do the rubbish board. So small blind versus button. This is so often the case when I look things up. We had the king, queen, queen, 9, double suited. Goes for another bet. Will probably do it for us. Yeah. King 9, and it is a raise. It's fine. It's a raise. Fold, however. Since we didn't get 4-bet, we didn't get to make a mistake there. Pretty sweet, blocking a top set. All the back doors. And speaking of things and them being sweet, that is quite nice. Oh, hang on. I thought we had a set here too. Has to be strong enough. On table 1, we took it down with raise, the bottom set. It's important for me to take a closer look at my hands. We don't have the nut flush draw here, so we're not going for 3 streets in this case. And we flush Evo Master out here, hopefully. Fold, take it down. We could dare take it down. Evo Master has the markings of another maniac. I don't have too many hands on him, but 41% pre-flop raise, 40% 3-bet. No forwarding yet. But certainly gonna keep a close eye on him. That sounds pretty alright too. Nice pick, Kibbles. The top pair of flush draw, small bet. Just gonna raise it up because of the bet sizing, but he comes over the top again. Curious. Alright. So I don't see how we get away from this now. Nah. This point, Jesus, we're deep too. But it doesn't make any sense that he does this with a hand that has a speed now. That's a sad run out. Because he might have aces with hearts. I'm telling you, I'm not bad. I have a lot of flaws in my game, but hand reading? Not necessarily one of them. Sad run out. Yeah, but with the hearts, I see how he cannot fold. Well, it's not not a clear-cut call. Not sure I could have called in his shoes. Not to mention that I would have played it differently. Gives us a gutter and a flush draw. Probably the full house outs are the set outs are good as well. Could have led the river. This is a fine spot to just go in for the bluff, I feel. Seeing that all showdown value is 0. Could have, should have, would have. Down here, do we wanna... I do wanna ISO Lonica, and I think I will too. Don't quote me on this one. Ugh. Well, against one hand, we're doing fine. It kind of depends on what Lonica is gonna do now. Yeah, we're going with this, I feel. Against the aces, we're doing fine. Let's hope our flush draws are alive. At least we're doing fine enough. Especially with all the extra money in here, and it's bound to be aces, right? There's one of our flush draws covered. That's sad. Not a good board. Need help. That is helpful a little bit. No, not in the end. So how were we doing? How were we doing against that exact hand? Let's see. Since we can use the tracker here, we can check it out immediately. Yeah, 40%. And at that point, we certainly got the prize. All odds were 33%, and our equity was 39. So it was a plus EV call in that sense. And if he doesn't have the hearts as well, we're doing even better there. Like 43%, something like that, I think. Wow, just the nuts. Top pair. Okay. I'll just let it go on the basis that I rarely see that I'm getting a 3-bet light. Is this the same dude who min bet earlier? No, it's a different gentleman. Alright, here in this case, no reason to come out the top. John's feels differently. Certainly fair, and he lets it go immediately. Board pairing, meh. Checks quickly, okay. Joy, and 2 of the PLO 10 table went down to heads up. Wow, we're down to no RIO table right now. It's Christmas, I mean. I'm not surprised that there's not much happening on RIO right now. Alright, more micro gaming tables then. Including some PLO 10 on micro gaming now. Ooh, nice turn. Took it down on table 4. Is 27%. No, we're doing much better than that. Surprisingly. Certainly doing fine here. Yeah, right? With the dominated flush draw. So certainly worth our while with the extra money in there. Not much to regret. And here we river the flush. See a check. Ooh, 3 ways. €1. Ugh. I mean, we have the backdoor flush. 5 rolling off would be pretty joyous on and all. Not to mention an ace. Looks like we do get to stick around on one RIO table. Double gutter now and an overcard to our pair. And a blocked 8. Yeah, right, I forgot about the blocked 8. But still, the other flush draw was nice. We had very decent connectivity. So boards with lower cards than what we unfortunately were presented with. We're doing more than alright on. Let's actually check this one out in the matrix for like a very forgiving spot, let's say. 3-betting in the small blind versus a late position open. Were we 3-betting? Or were we... No, I need to check out the hand again. Were we 4-betting or what was happening? I can't because there's no proper replayer. What am I talking about? I can, of course, replay it in Poker Tracker. So let me check that out. Find it in Poker Tracker on my task manager. There you go. Yeah, we did 4-bet, but it's sort of a like the 3-bet in front was the min 3-bet, so there's not quite the same situation to be found in the matrix, since we wouldn't expect somebody to min 3-bet. But let's go with that spot first. See if we get to 4-bet there. King 8 7 6. Probably not. No, don't get to 4-bet. Do we get to 3-bet? And I think the answer, I believe the answer to that one's gonna be yes. So let's see, we're in the small blind, raising the button, potentially. Just gonna check 3 ways. Yeah, and there it's fine. The king 8 7 6, and only the king 8 7 6, not the 7 5 or anything like that. Just that hand specifically is a fine 3-bet call. So on the whole, it's probably alright. Just potting it here, SPR2. We have the flush draw. No regrets. Wow. First, let's do this then. Yes, a set? How dare you? How in the hell? 5-4 deuce, triple suited. Wow. From the short stacker too. Jesus. That's proper short stacking strategy right there. I'm not bitter. Just saying. Wow. As you could tell, I was torn between betting and checking again. Up here, probably should have let. That'll work. Oh, we're doing fine against that, and that's all she wrote. Nice. 9 at the end would have given him a better 2-pair in consequential, now that we filled up. Cheers for that. Oh, that's PLO 10. Right, right, right. Roughly another half hour for the Christmas stream. Cheers for being here, by the way, everyone. I really appreciate it. Don't think I can do this. Letting it be. Are we taking this down, really? Wow. With the 5, King, Queen, Jack, perfect connectivity there. Okay, now that he opens, let it go. But I wonder if we are supposed to open this one. I think with the King, Queen, Jack specifically, yes. And if so, then it's probably going to be an open call. Yeah. And let's check it out for the King, Queen, 10. Because the King, Queen, the King, Jack 10, like something with a gap in there. I'd say, let's go with the King, Jack 10 first. I believe it's fine too, because of the Jack 10 combo, exactly. Let's go for King, Queen, 10 then. And even then, okay, so it's a bit stronger than I would have suspected at hand. Even the King, Queen, 10, 5 gets... all the King, Queen, 10s, even King, Queen, 10 deuce. Yeah, it's raised, and gets raised called, for that matter. Hey, a set for one of the last hands on PLO 10 here. Good start. No diamonds, no hearts, just gonna call, I suspect. On the other hand, turns are gonna be iffy to play. There's almost no good turn to roll off, so... Nah, I'll go with the call. One of the better turns. Doesn't complete anything. And we do take it down. Huh. Monkey run out. Probably not up against the full house, I'd say. Really? Do you turn 10s on us? Or flopped quads? Either case, I suspect we're not gonna find out. Hang on. I almost forgot that I need to take the dog for a walk as well. Luckily, my mom reminded me. So, yeah, I wanted to see if he check raises habitually on the river. 14%, 1 out of 7 times so far. So we know. Meh. I'm really down to heads up again. Well, not quite. The dude is sitting out, but maybe he'll come back. The min raising just irks me for some reason. Doesn't tilt me, it just irks me. Gills, I hope so too, and that's certainly the plan. Be punishing them higher next year for maximum pain. I'm all for that. I like everything you said there. Yeah, that's the plan. Matter of fact, it might happen a little bit sooner than you would otherwise think. Because right now, what I'm planning to do is in January, I'm still going to stream a little bit less and study a little bit more, study way more. And then in February, I'm gonna this is like a non-definitive plan, by the way, but that's what I've come up with so far. Then in February, I'm gonna play more and see how it goes, and if it goes all right, if I'm happy with how I'm playing at the very least, then I'll probably pull in some money from the bankroll from some money that I have, put away, and we'll look to move to PLO 50 then in February or March. But I'll only pull that money into the bankroll once I find that I'm happy with my game again. So here's to hoping. Thank you for saying that, and I do hope the same. Kings outpit by one. Okay. Actually, 2 pair in the end. That was to the jacks. We're not folding, flopping. They're not straight for now. Without a heart. Not letting this go. Additional heart. Not folding river. This does look like value. But it is what it is. Oh! There you go. I have a decent splash here. Should we get to play heads up? Don't mind if we do. And we flop alright, certainly. Could just be a check raise with the extra money in there. Damn it, now I'm... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say now I'm min raising. But of course this is PLO 10. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I kinda like it. Yeah. What? Frony, maybe? I'm not good with the lead speak. What I am good with is appreciating that you came along and clicked the follow button. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go with Frony. Hope I'm not butchering that too much. Cheers for the follow. Thanks. And that's of course not a nice... Well, it does give us a gutter now. And a blocker. Maybe checking slightly better than betting again, but no. It is what it is. And... Wow. Well, against that hand, we were certainly doing fine on the flop. Caught another nasty run out. We're getting on all right. We lost 2 all-ins where we got the money in well enough, and not much to complain about. Cheers for being back. I just got reminded that I need to walk the dog as well, so probably only another 15 minutes of stream left. Uh-huh. Oh, we're still good. Thank you, Lord. Taking that one down. We were up against an ace. Turns out. Welcome back, Chase the Ace. The nuts stay nutty for change. Yeah, how are we getting on? Let me see. I'd say we're down 2-ish buy-ins now. But I don't feel I made many like huge mistakes there. If any huge ones. Yeah. Yeah, actually, EV-wise, we're breaking even on microgaming. In reality, we are down 2 buy-ins there. And how about run it once? So here, kind of close. I think it's a let go more than a call. Okay, well, yeah, cheers. Thank you. Yeah, it's a sound plan to go with a more aggressive bankroll management. It's just a different story for me with not having any worthwhile other sources of income right now. But I like it. Hope it works out for you as well, Kivels. The Unabomber back in the house. Nice to see you, sir. Hi, Sticks Macau suited. Man, that goes down a treat, Unabomber. Thank you. That makes my day. You're very kind in saying that. That's a very nice thing indeed. Cheers. Didn't feel too beastie for the last 6 weeks, but every once in a while. I do, just a little bit. I'll certainly keep playing. Let's hope the crushing adds itself into the mix soon as well again. But the plan for 2020 is more streaming, more poker. The first will be the first full year of streaming. Actually, the 1 year anniversary is coming up soon on February, I believe. I have to look it up on February the 6th or something. Pair and open ender. Hmm. Actually, we let it go. The lab work is key. Something I neglected horribly this year. Yeah, no, I start to have to keep an eye on the clock now. I completely forgot about that. I need to walk the dog before we leave, because we leave here in roughly 45 minutes. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good looking hand. See the conclusion here. Conclusion is that it's a fold. Start off with a check maybe. There are no draws to protect against. He bets it right away, huh? Block queens and kings. Not in the habit of donk betting too much, that gentleman. I think, yeah, I'll let it go. If it's a bluff, then well done. That's a sad turn. Insofar as I'm not going to bet again, at least. But if he leads out, I'm going to call. More joy. We still have the king with the best kicker. And we're good. Ooh, that's nice. A set. And we take it down. Aces. Right on, and kings moving over one table. In the mix as well. So, a bunch of spots. So here was min raised, so I decided to call into small blind. And we flopped a set here. With a spade in our hand too. Over here we now have all the excellent blockers. Well, all the eights, we have a queen. It goes check. If it gets checked to us, I'm just gonna pot it here. Okay, that means that we abort this plan. What's gonna happen here? Better than a call. For this sizing, we are getting the right price. We might have the best hand. Doesn't put anything out there, anything additionally. Like, doesn't complete any straight. So if he checks, I like our chances of taking it down. Although he might show up with a lowish flush. Seeing that he called the turn. Called it pretty quickly too, bets it now, yeah. Was a betting man, I'd say, like a jack or 10 high flush. We shall never know. I'll probably have to call it a night. I don't or a day. I don't want to, but I kind of need to. So last orbit on all tables. And again, cheers for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. Kind of surprised that so many of you showed up on Christmas Eve. Well, it's not Eve yet. But it certainly is Christmas. Or, you know, Xmas, because the X makes everything cooler. Over here. Certainly not folding. We could come over the top. Not folding here either. Hmm. Now at this point, it's certainly an disadvantage that we block all the draws. So I think it's a fold, like a psi fold. PLO journey very much on the way, albeit to a poor start. Ugh. That's sad. I think that's not how it's supposed to work. When you start a new poker endeavor, you're supposed to be lucky in the beginning, so you have a good, you know, you have some positive reinforcement there. But let me read on. Escape the micro course. Nice. Rate highly the quality of the way. I haven't watched that many Andreas Fröhli videos yet in the mastermind, so I love hearing that feedback. I'm not surprised though. I've seen his YouTube channel and he is a good manner of speaking about him. I kind of suspected that he does a good job in the micromind and mastermind as well. That's good to hear. Here, I believe we get the squeeze. Oh, the straight flush. Merry Christmas to all. Okay, I guess we're not up against quads. And we flop excellent on the other table, where we squeezed. Get the fold, and here the money goes in. Yeah, bet sizing is probably a wash here. Aren't you go on saying that? Definitely knows to engage with his audience, explains everything in black and white. Awesome, I'll check more of his videos out. Ooh, we're doing alright. And we stay good there and take down a big one. Believe me, 652. Thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. Looks like you're gonna be the last pre-Christmas follower. Cool. A few more hands since I didn't click the sit me out buttons early enough. One of them involves us having aces. Hey, cheers! Been watching the stream for like 3 weeks. Unfortunately, not that much streaming going on in the last 3 weeks. I do appreciate it though. The cold destroyed my plans of streaming every day. Awesome to have you here, believe me. Open ender. On the rainbow board, probably have to see a turn. So we block the king 9 a little bit. We block the ace king, certainly. It's a full house out there. Yeah, looks like that's what we're up against too. Have all the accent blockers again. And we take it down. And one last orbit here. And I paid for those blinds. I'm stingy like that. I'm sticking around for these hands. So with having won that pot, I think the results are a little bit more friendly now. Yeah, we're still down the buy-in, but yeah, no complaints really. Believe me, the thoughts on PP poker. I keep hearing, I don't have any first-hand experience at all, but my thoughts would be the following. I keep hearing that it's supposed to be super soft, but as far as I'm aware, the only way to play on PP poker is via middlemen, like the clubs and somebody managing your money, and it's not something I care for at all, which is why I stayed away. And I likely continue staying away. As I said, I keep hearing the games are supposed to be awesome. I'm not comfortable with the thought of a third person handling all the transaction, being the middleman for everything financial. Nah. If I had a bigger bankroll and I wouldn't quote unquote mind risking 5 or 10 buy-ins to deposit on that site, I might give it a shot. But right now, I don't think it makes sense financially to enter that risk. Oh, 625. What did I say? I probably said it wrong. Sorry about that. Me and names, man. Me and names. So I look fresh. Oh, Chi-Ching, it's you! I didn't even see the nick there for a moment. Nice to see you back, Chi-Ching. Yeah, we kind of unscheduled went to the Christmas market thingy yesterday. It was excellent. It's a Christmas tradition. And interesting food. Yeah, we usually eat, like, I guess we have our traditions there. We eat buckfish, which is fried fish. And something like Timbits. It's like fried donut dough, freshly fried in oil there on site. And I think it goes in the direction of Timbits. With like powdered sugar on top. They're super delicious. So it was good. It was good. And when I got home, I just like laid on my bed for 5 minutes watching YouTube video to unwind before I start stream. Woke up 5 hours later. So there you have it. Here we're good, taking this one down, pretty sweet for the last hand there. And 2 more hands here. Why couldn't they have quads one time, right? Yeah, that's one weird activity I like to get my ass outside for as well, teaching. Oh. Yep, just gonna raise it up. If he has an ace, we are like a 60% favorite, unless we block some of his outs. If he comes along, then they both have aces, then we're looking a good deal nicer. And so we are. We need to fade a lot. Unfortunately, now we need only a 3. Everybody makes full houses in the end, huh? You know, if both of them have aces. Actually, no, that doesn't help. What am I talking about? Since they have... we are more likely to lose against a full house. So that was actually bad for us. Chase the ace. Thank you very much for pretty much right at the end of the stream. You are way too nice. Thank you very much, sir. Wow. Cheers, Chase the ace. Really happy to be here. Been learning a lot just by watching you play. Thank you. Believe you me. I think often enough you learn what not to do, but hopefully I'll learn the same over time. I appreciate you saying that. All right, that's it. Can be a Christmas present for her. All right, let's see who's on, who can be host. Chase Diaz, thank you again for the gifts up. Yeah, that's just too nice. So, looks like the poker bros is. Ooh, is Jane Anders is on. Am I seeing this right? Okay, we're gonna rate Jane Anders then. Perfect. Wait, you're not supposed to talk. I do the talking on this channel. You shut up, sir. You get your chance in a moment. Thank you all for being here. I wish you and yours a merry and relaxed and enjoyable Christmas. Hope you have a good time. I should be back in 2 days. I have a tough time. It's impossible for me to make up a schedule right now, but I am at least tentatively planning on playing in 2 days on the evening. It's probably going to be a relaxed stream where I'm going to be slightly drunk, or at least, not entirely sober. We'll see. Until then, again, to you and yours, Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in and making this chat a lively place. And for everything. Frohe Weihnachten, as the German would say. Cheers, guys.